Imagine this. You've just won the lottery. Overnight, you've gone from an average Joe to a millionaire. But instead of joy, you're overwhelmed with a sense of unworthiness. It's an emotional roller coaster ride that many of us fantasize about, but few of us are prepared for. This sudden shift from financial struggle to abundance can be disorienting. It's like being thrust onto a stage under the spotlight when you've been comfortably blending into the crowd. Suddenly, you're grappling with feelings of being an imposter in your own life. You might be asking yourself, do I really deserve this wealth? It's not an uncommon phenomenon. A study by the National Endowment for Financial Education found that a staggering 70% of people who suddenly come into large sums of money end up losing it within just a few years. And it's not just about poor money management or reckless spending. The root of the problem often lies deeper, in feelings of unworthiness and inadequacy. Guilt can also rear its ugly head. You might be thinking about your friends or family who are still struggling financially, and it can feel unfair that you've been blessed with this sudden wealth. Fear of judgment can also kick in. You might worry about how others perceive you now, or if they'll treat you differently. But it's important to remember that you're not alone in these feelings. Many people who come into sudden wealth experience a similar emotional turmoil. And it's not just lottery winners, it's startup founders who hit the jackpot, inheritors of large estates, and even celebrities who shot to fame overnight. Overcoming these feelings of unworthiness is not an overnight process. It takes time, self-reflection, and often professional guidance. But remember, it's not just the amount of money you have, but how you manage it that counts. As psychologist Dr. Stephen Goldbart notes, money is what money does. Your worthiness isn't determined by your bank balance, but by your actions and your character. So as you navigate this new path of wealth, remember to stay true to who you are and embrace the journey with grace and authenticity. So, how can you navigate these feelings of unworthiness? Here are some strategies. First, engage in self-reflection. Dive into the depths of your feelings. Why do you feel like an imposter? Is it guilt or fear of judgment? Journaling can be a powerful tool for exploring these thoughts. As psychotherapist Amy Morin states, the act of writing accesses your left brain, which is analytical and rational. This can help you understand your feelings better. Next, practice gratitude. Acknowledge the hard work and opportunities that brought about your success. Remember, your wealth didn't just fall from the sky, you earned it. Cultivate a sense of thankfulness for your blessings. As Oprah Winfrey once said, be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. Thirdly, set boundaries. Protect your emotional well-being by establishing clear boundaries. Learn to say no to unreasonable requests. According to psychologist Dr. Henry Cloud, boundaries define us. They define what is me and what is not me. Fourthly, seek support. Connect with supportive friends, family, or groups who can offer empathy and encouragement. As the old saying goes, a problem shared is a problem halved. Fifthly, give back. Engage in acts of generosity and philanthropy aligned with your values. This can provide a sense of purpose and meaning to your wealth. Philanthropist Andrew Carnegie once said, "Surplus wealth is a sacred trust which its possessor is bound to administer in his lifetime for the good of the community." Sixthly, practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself and recognize that self-doubt is natural. Your worth isn't determined by external factors. As the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh reminds us, to be beautiful means to be yourself. Seventhly, focus on personal growth. Invest in activities that promote personal development and self-discovery. As author Mark Manson states, the key to a happy life is to know yourself. Lastly, seek professional guidance. Consider seeking assistance from financial advisors or therapists specializing in sudden wealth. They can provide invaluable advice and support. As financial psychologist Dr. Brad Klontz says, the key to managing sudden wealth is to stop, breathe, plan, and then act. Overcoming feelings of unworthiness isn't an overnight process. It takes time, patience, and self-love. Embracing your inherent worth is a journey, one that requires you to look inward rather than outward. It's about recognizing that your value isn't dictated by your bank account, the car you drive, or the house you live in. It's about understanding that you are worthy simply because you exist. Let's take a leaf out of the book of Eleanor Roosevelt, who once said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." The power to define your worth lies within you, not in external factors or opinions. So let go of the societal pressures and expectations. Embrace the fact that you are enough, just as you are. Remember the words of author and motivational speaker Wayne Dyer. Self-worth comes from one thing: thinking that you are worthy. So, embrace your worth, regardless of your bank balance.